first guest is Greg Robbins. He is amazing, and you guys, somebody's gonna pick him up. Somebody's gonna pick him up. So we're gonna bring him out now. I'm gonna talk to him a little bit, and then he's gonna sing a song for us. Are you all right with that? All right. Thank you. Greg Robbins, come on out. Give a hand to Greg Robbins. Have a seat. Gotta put my second eyes on here. It's good to see you again. How have you been?
Been good.
Good. Well, thank you for coming back to sit with me and talk to me about your career and what's going on. My first question is, you have an amazing style. Please tell us where that style came from.
So when I was a kid, I guess just on the radio, hearing Frank Sinatra and Mel Torme and Nat King Cole and a lot of, I think it might have been Christmas music that really got me as a little kid. But basically, I really was influenced by that at a very young age, and I kind of tried to copy Frank Sinatra when I was a little kid, and even up into high school. And so that is a big influence. And yeah, now I'm branching out and doing other things and trying to, become, my own person. But that crooner style is where I've spent most of my few years.
Because you are young, right? How old are you?
I'm 22.
He's 22. Oh my God. And he's amazing. Your voice is so unique.
Thank you.
Okay. You went to school for music.
Yeah.
Okay. Please just tell us a little bit about that. What your major was, things like that.
Yes. So actually, the real story is that I went to Berry College in Rome, Georgia, which is a small private liberal arts school. And I studied vocal performance, which is it was focusing on bel canto style singing, which is what opera singers use.
Yeah, I can tell.
Thank you. And but basically, I did that for about 2 years, and then I decided that I wanted to also study something outside of music. Mm-hmm. And so I stayed studying. I studied jazz and the bel canto. And I was in multiple ensembles and taking music theory and a bunch of different types of classes. But I also studied sociology and anthropology in college. So I got a lot of different types of things going on. But college was really when I started performing and really performing this style. I've been performing my whole life. Mm-hmm. I did choir and musical theater, and I actually was a rock guitarist back in high school.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to be like Jimi Hendrix, back in the day. Like half of people my age were doing the same thing. So, but basically, it was really in college when I became really serious about this and started performing out a lot.
Well, I met you in the Bubble in Peachtree City. They call it the Bubble Guys, and we had a guest on that was a producer of a new reality series that is about to be picked up.
Yeah.
And she's also a really good friend of mine, Becky Holt. Mm-hmm. And Becky is really dear to me. She's very sweet. And we met you together when Becky and I were having lunch. And when we came out there to Peachtree City, it was the little restaurant that we never thought we'd hear someone like you. Yeah. Because your voice was just so unique, and giving honor to Frank Sinatra Jr., who just passed away the other day. I thought about you. I said, and he's coming to my show. It would just be so great to give an honor to him. Yeah. So we want to honor Frank Sinatra Jr. as well today. And when you hear Greg, my friend here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. His voice is just amazing, and you'll hear it for yourself. Before you sing, just tell everybody in the media how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, so I have a website called GregRobbinsMusic.com, and It's GREGROBBINS music.com. And then my Facebook page is all the same thing. It's Greg Robbins Music. And then my email is gregRobbinsmusic@gmail.com.
So with Greg Robbins, we can find you.
Yeah, if you know how to spell my last name.
Yeah, well, that's great, because what we do here on Jazzy Talk with Jacqueline is a show that I like to, for social media purposes, to use it to help new artists, because we're starting a new spotlight on new artists for singers, and that will start soon. But for now, as much as I can help, I would like to help, because I don't want it to be like I had it, I worked so hard to do my show. Well, or to do anything, becoming SAG, Screen Actors Guild, after whatever, I wanted to make it a little easier for people not to have to go through some of the things I went through. So any information that we can share, pay it forward for other people. And that's what we all should be trying to do. We shouldn't say, oh, I had it so hard, so now they're just going to have to, work their way through it. I don't want that to be the case.
Paying your dues is what we call it.
Exactly. All right. So thank you for coming, Greg, and we'll definitely hear you at the end of the show.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Welcome, Greg Robbins.
Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Ooh, I say, Georgia, Georgia, a song comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I say, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Reach out to me. song keeps Georgia on my mind. Ooh, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my